Hello Cancer, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thank you so much for joining me, and if you're returning, thank you so much for doing so. This message could resonate for you if you have Cancer as a Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus placement, but if it doesn't, do not force it to. Leave what does take what does and leave what doesn't for someone else, okay? You know how it go? Good. Also, if you're not a Cancer, this message could resonate for you because it's Cancer season, but we are still focusing on just the Cancer energy. So if you're here to cross watch on a Cancer, there's the door. I don't really encourage that type of behavior, to be honest. And either way, let's just make this a great message because Cancer, it's your birthday and it is also the 7th month of 2020. So we are past the halfway point of the year. So our solar return always seems to line up with this very pivotal moment where we are being forced to sort of reflect on what has occurred over the last 6 months. Where have we gone? Where have we been? And where are we going? Where are we at and where are we going? Like what lies ahead of us, and what lies behind us, and what lies right next to us. Where do we lie as we currently are? There's just so much energy that is just out there that I have been feeling, especially in regards to my fellow Cancers. And it's just like wow. It's so, in a way, it's so transformative because Cancer, it's not like anybody, I don't feel any of us doing necessarily bad. It's definitely not like pancakes and rainbows, but it's also like a certain sense of, it's not being entirely crumbling apart, and it's not being entirely secure and stable. It's sort of like this influx position that I kind of feel where it's like, you're okay. And even just having this sustained sense of okayness is something to be, proud of, because Cancer, we really are type of all or nothing personalities where it's either I am doing amazing or I am doing awful. So to just be able to sustain a sort of awareness and, awareness of like both sides, not necessarily dipping too far on the other, on one, it just, I really get this sense that like we're good, but we are not necessarily in the best place, but we're not in the worst place. So that it's something, and I hope that our birthdays are just bringing us some positive and healing energy, But let's just get right into your reading. I'm starting with the Hedge Witch Botanical Oracle, new cards. And I'm just gonna pull a couple for you guys just to see what we get, okay? So first card out of the deck is Tribulation. Okay. Tribulation. Let's focus on that. And okay, so this card is sort of akin to the Tower card in the tarot or the Death card. And what this is sort of referencing is kind of exactly what I was just talking about, in the sense of there's this state where you're in flux, and what this means is that you're sort of going through a lot, like you're feeling good, but you're also going through a lot right now, in the sense that there's a lot that's being shown to you, there is a lot that's happening to you, there is a lot that is happening around you that is forcing you to go into these very, very deep states of reflection. And it's lining up so perfectly with your birthday. So you're looking at not just the past 6 months of 2020, but the past year since, well, your last birthday, and of course probably since the last years since your birthday. And I think that this is happening because there is a sort of, I don't know, I feel an upgrade that is coming for you, because tribulation, that is sort of, like I said, it's the energy that something new. Look at that. Magic was the second card that came out of the deck. Oh, let me read you the herbs. This one is nettle, and the first one, tribulation, is nettle, and this one is lady's mantle, magic. And that's exactly what I felt like. Like, there is this energy where you are being forced to go within to have these very deep downloads, or to receive these very deep downloads, and to have these intense moments of reflection where you come out on the other side renewed in this entirely different energy, where the world becomes almost magical, or it seems that things that are magical start happening. On the bottom of the deck, we have nurture, which is, of course, your energy, which is clover. Oh, I love clover. But yeah, nurture. So I see with this sort of energy that you are going through so much right now, because you're going through these tribulations right now because you are being prepared for the magic that is truly about to come your way. You are being nurtured right now. This is a moment where your different sides are being nurtured, or are being called out, so that you can nurture them. The things that may hurt you, the things that may trigger negative emotions or negative feelings or negative energies within you, are being called to the forefront within this time period, so that you can see how it has affected your life then and now, and where it can take you in the future, and where you can hold space for yourself to nurture and invite feelings and energy of magic into your life. Under nurture, we have connection. Under connection, we have dream. Under dream, we have regenerate, sustain. Like, this is all about getting deeper into yourself, seeing the things that are really truly there and that exist, that you may have ignored, positive and negative. The negative things that you have ignored are being called out, so that you can nurture them, and so that you can pay attention to them and heal yourself. And the positive things are being called out of you during this time, so that you can focus and hone in on them and really build yourself up in that energy, in that positive energy, because that's what you deserve to do. And that negative energy is just for you to heal and transmute it into literally magic. Transmute those tribulations and those trials into nurturing energy, into transformative and growing, sustaining energy. And I just, Cancer, I love that. I love that for you, and I love that for us personally. But okay, let's get you a couple of cards from the Soul's Journey lesson cards. What did I see? I saw adversity try to pop out. So tribulations, adversity, synonyms. One card for Cancer. Okay. Peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. So yeah, a lot of things may be coming up right now that are shaking your inner peace, or that are testing your inner peace, but you are just being called to respond to all that sort of tries to rattle you with love, with a release of like the negative energy. Humor on the bottom of the deck. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. And especially with failure underneath it, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. With these three cards together, it's like there could be, or there will be, instances coming up in July where mistakes or moments of failure and disappointment, or your tribulations will just be coming up and really testing you. But you're not being forced to go through something so terrible so that you can suffer. In fact, I don't see any of these instances that will happen during this month of July really bringing out a suffering as much as I feel like they will be moments where you can really look back and make choices about how you respond to the things that happen to you. You can choose to respond to them with humor and release the negative energy that surrounds it, okay? So let's get into your tarot spread. I am using the Light Seers tarot cards for you. And we're just gonna see where everything lies, okay? So at the root with peace, that's what we're starting with. Give us a message for the Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Thank you for these messages, Spirit. As usual, we are grateful. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. Oh, that's the strongest energy, Four of Wands. This is definitely the sense of real like happiness and joy and stability too. It's like building a foundation that is stable, that is secure, that sort of sustains you, you know, that holds and protects and nurtures who you are. So at your root, we have the Hierophant. Cancer, who you about to be booed up with? No, the Hierophant, it doesn't necessarily have to be being booed up, because with it being here with peace, I more so see it as, you know, you may not have it all figured out. You may not have what exactly is going to happen or what exactly is coming for you, you know, mapped out, planned out your response, your behavior, or even just your very next step. It may not necessarily be clear to you, but what is clear to you is that you're going to be okay no matter what step you end up taking, because you're being divinely guided, you're being divinely protected, and Spirit has a plan for you. Spirit has a plan for you that you may not even see right at this moment. You may be thinking that it's one plan. It could be an entirely different plan, but no matter what it is, you believe and you trust in it and you have faith in it. And that's why you release the negative energy, because you know that ultimately at the end of the day, you are destined for more. You're promised more. You deserve more. And I'm getting the message that you need to realize that. I really keep getting like this nagging message in my head that keeps saying it, like, you're lovable, Cancer, you have a future, Cancer, life is gonna be great, Cancer. Maybe they're just trying to yell that at me, I don't know. But in the what's calling or what's feeding the situation, ooh, we have the Nine of Pentacles, but it's inverted. So like I said, this could sort of be, wait a second, because I was about to say one thing and I just looked at the cards again and now I had to stop. Cancer, who are you about to be booed up with? Let me know. And then Spirit also let me know. But no, I feel like with all this energy sort of surrounding Cancer, this is very like, I mean, because this could also be a Cancer that is sort of lacking on that inner faith, sort of lacking on that in this moment feeling secure and stable within themselves, but you're coming into a space where you can really rely on the fact that I still believe in myself, I still know that I can do more, that I'm capable of more, that I can push forward. But I also see another Cancer who is doing the work, who is doing all that stuff, and is also about to get booed up. So keep that in mind. If you get booed up, please let me know, because that made me so happy to hear. But your pest in this situation is the Knight of Swords inverted. So there's a lack of movement. Something is stopped or something is on hold right now. Thoughts aren't really progressing forward or pushing outward. And that could be what's blocking this Nine of Pentacles energy, or what has this Nine of Pentacles in the inverted energy, because it's sort of like something is just not pushing forward. Like, I mean, look at the card. It's this man running to his motorcycle so he can get on the bike, and it's upside down, so that's not happening. And, you know, that is really, I guess, sort of frustrating for you. Maybe that is why it's so hard to really ground in this Nine of Pentacles energy, to really believe that Spirit does have a path and does have something for you, because there is no forward movement right now, because as you look around you, things don't necessarily seem like they're progressing or like they're going to new heights. What's calling the situation to the surface is the High Priestess. So your own intuition, Cancer, your own deeper inner feelings, but it can also be spiritual downloads, like a lot of deep inner sort of knowledge coming to the forefront. Like this could be something that is coming to you in the form of a sign. Like it's just like one day you're just sort of sitting there and you sort of start to get a hint at something, or you sort of start to get an inclination or feeling, and then it's confirmed by something in your external world. That could be happening. And this could be happening more than once. This could be, I'm seeing multiple occurrences where you're getting multiple signs of something. And each time you get the sign, you feel a little bit more, I'm sorry, it's hot as hell, but you feel a little bit more, I don't know, you feel a little bit more like you're on the brink of something. You feel a little bit more in tune with Spirit. Yeah, you feel a little bit more aligned. You're coming into alignment. Wow, look at that above her. The planets that are aligned, you're coming into alignment. This is perfect because it is your solar return, so you are essentially coming into alignment with yourself, just on an astrological plane. But ooh, your harvest in this situation is the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands, this could be multiple types of things, because the Nine of Wands could be a very combative energy. It could be a very sort of distrusting and wary sort of energy. But here, I mean, and it could be that, like, because I do see the High Priestess is also like maintaining a sort of silence, a sort of reservation, not really doing anything to get this Knight of Swords moving, not really doing anything to really have any transformative energy with this Nine of Pentacles. This Nine of Pentacles inverted, you could sort of manifest this Nine of Wands energy where you are repeating sort of self-victimizing cycles. But with the Nine of Wands here, I also can just see this as you being ready for the fight. Like, I don't know why I sort of get that energy where it's like, nothing is going to pass. And that can still go in line with what I was saying before in terms of like being sort of combative towards a shift or a change in energy. But I also sort of just it could go either way. Either you are combating it as a way of warding it off, or you're ready to embrace it and embrace the fight that it requires you to go through, if that makes sense. So like I said, with the tribulations and stuff like that, like you're prepared to fight that, or you're ready to head into that with sort of a an energy of, I got this, I can handle this, I can do this. This is nothing I haven't done before. It's nothing I haven't overcome in the past. I'm ready. That type of vibe. But it could also, you know, just be careful, Cancer, in the month of July, because, you know, your silence and that silent combative sort of not really wanting to pursue energy can work out of your favor. And can work against you. And you don't need to be working against yourself this month. There's no reason to. Embrace how you feel, okay? So what you need to cut out in this situation is the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords, this is sort of, what you need to cut out in this situation is the Six of Swords. So this is sort of the energy of I'm leaving, I'm going, I'm walking away, I'm moving on. So yeah, with the Knight of Swords inverted, and with the Nine of Wands, and with the High Priestess, and with the Nine of Pentacles inverted, all these other cards that are here, with the Six of Swords now, I definitely do feel like this is more energy of a Cancer that is trying to sort of just dip out on something or walk away from something or sort of block themselves from something because of I don't know, is it a lack of faith, a lack of desire? I'm not sure exactly what that is, but I get the sense that you're not working in your best favor, because if the Six of Swords is what you need to cut out, then you need to stop trying to get in your boat and sail away at a moment's notice. To stop having this sort of energy that blocks things away from you, that refuses to accept, that refuses to renew. This could also just be, you know, when things get tough, don't run, don't hide, stand up, Cancer, fight back. When the tribulations come in, and when you feel these situations, you must nurture yourself so that you can move towards the magic, so that you can believe in that magic, so that you can, you know, be sustained. And see, your outcome in this situation is this Three of Swords inverted. So now it all comes together in the sense of, Cancer, the pain that you've experienced in the past, yes, while it is painful, what we experience is a part of the story. It is a chapter, it is maybe two, but it is not the whole book. The Three of Swords is just one card in the tarot deck, the same way that it is one factor and one facet and one moment and one experience in your life. It is not the narrative, it is not the complete story, it is not the complete tale. When you exist in this sense, or when you exist in that state of holding on to the Three of Swords energy, holding on to this energy of being betrayed or being hurt or just being just having the love that you give sort of corrupted and abused, and not really seen for what it is or take it for granted, when you sort of exist in that narrative, or when you apply that narrative to the entirety of your life, you block out any sort of ability for the contrary to present itself. If you're so adamant that something does not exist, you will live in a world where that does not exist, okay? So that's sort of what I'm getting. You're getting these feelings that there is more. So you need to release this negative energy so that you can, like, you know, get your peace back. Like, that's really just the long and the short of it. So, and now my dogs are going off. But that really is all I had to say, Cancer. Like, I mean, that is your entire reading. So, happy birthday. Take care. There really is something to be learned or to be gleaned here. You don't have to hold on. You can let go.